Happy Friday, everybody. I was going to ask you to guess what day it is, but I gave it away. Hey, we're taking back off. Different place. Heading up to a place called Pine Hill State Forest in New York. And camping at a place called Porcupine Junction. It's dispersed camping, free. So, should be a good time. Always had a chance of showers this time of year, so we'll have to deal with it. Hang around. Let's go have some fun. Get outside and start doing some living. So hey guys, I made it up here on Pine Hill State Forest in New York. There's a place for camping called Pineapple Junction. They're all free sites. They're used mostly by horseback riders and mountain bikers. There's all kinds of trails up in here. It's a rather large area and it's northwest of the Allegheny Reservoir on the New York side. It's a nice little spot. First come, first serve. And I guess I must have been one of the first ones to make it because I got a spot. And this is camp. Getting ready to do dinner pretty soon. Just simple steak and fries on the griddle, of course. Don't know about a fire tonight, though I did bring the chainsaw. We'll have to see. But right now we can take a quick walk around here. Check the place out. I'm ready to have some coffee, but I'm also drinking some harder strawberry something or another from Mike's. So or its body tent. Close up the back of the truck. It's been raining for the last hour, so I've been sitting underneath the canopy waiting. Have these pop-up showers. Just pop up and rain themselves out and go away. An hour later, another set pop up and rain themselves out and go away. A lot of wildflowers around here. I should be using my other camera with a zoom, but I'll break that out tomorrow. Nobody at home knows I have that yet. So shh is the word. In that corner is one of the horse trails. People come up here and they don't want people tying their horses off to the trees. I don't know if you can see it in front of me there, but that's a metal post. And they have them at every campsite to tie off your horses. That way they don't wreck the trees. It's a good idea. This is a parking spot only, not for camping. Let's take a quick walk around this loop. A lot of horse people here camping, and a few others. It's open, like I said, it's open to anybody. Something different, something new. Works for me. Going in here is also another trail. You see the post that says trail. Hi, Pooch. Hi, Pooch. Yep, people camping out, big dogs running around, big canopy set up. There's a site over here that's empty. You see the fire ring back there. You can probably see the metal posts for the horses over there as well. I helped an older woman came back with her horse, and she needed some help lifting her tailgate on the horse trailer because the springs had worn out over the years. So gave her a hand, said she'd be back tomorrow with a different horse and try some more trails. So it's really cool. The state of New York does this, and it's in conjunction with the equine something or another. I don't rightly know. But yeah, you get the smell of the fire and fresh air. So there's a sign for Pineapple Junction. It's the New York State Horse Council. Oh, there you go. This is the road I came in on. It wasn't much driving on a dirt road, but it's a nice hill. And it's probably a little foggy right now because of all the rain and temperature changes. It dropped down to about 72 degrees during the rain. It was 86 when I got here. 89 in the camper. So there you go. The road continues on to town. This one I don't know, but it's marked as trail, 25 miles an hour. So now you get a good idea with all the horse trailers. A lot of horse people up here. And there's one back there. Two. Still got some people out riding. Nice pooch. Horse trailer with an awning. Another nice pooch. Look at those guys. They're watching that site pretty good. That smells good. What are you cooking? What are you cooking that smells so good?
I'm having Polish sausage with peppers and onions.
There you go. On hoagie buns? On hoagie rolls? No? Still good. There you go. Still good. These folks got themselves a nice pile of firewood under that tarp. Party time. The site next to me is empty. Means I'll have a little bit of quiet. But that's the gist of it. That's camp. Let's take a little shortcut. Nobody here. Yeah, on my site, this is where the you can see the poles. One right in front of me and one off to the left of that, slightly and further back. But yeah, that's the whole idea, is keep the horses from being tied to the trees. Oh, more nice wildflowers. It's a nice little park. Pretty much tucked away very nicely. So let me get going here. We'll start working on dinner. And see what the rest of the evening brings. Yeah, I pushed the wrong button, but I cut up the whole potato. So we're going to get the grill going and get these going. And then toss the steak on there, which isn't going to take long because it's pretty thin compared to other steaks I've brought out in the woods. But just want to reassure you people, I don't eat like this all the time. It's just camping. So camping to me and being out here is special. So there you have it. And that's what it is. Happy Saturday morning, folks. A little socked in with fog. A little. It's just like raining from the trees because of the fog. It's time to get the generator set up and get the coffee going. Once the coffee's in me, I can think about breakfast. But I had a good night's sleep. It was quiet. No garbage raiders, no bears, no Bigfoot, no weird lights in the woods. Just nice and quiet. Alright, coffee's been had. Sausages on the Blackstone. Working on cooking this stuff up. Got the gravy mix going to start on the stove here.
And when they ran this DNA, they found a match.
Got the gravy, got some buttered biscuits.
They also did a DNA test.
We're going to see how this all turns out. Should be good. And then we'll chow down. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, sausage is done. It's in the gravy. Got the biscuits cooking up. There we go. Buttery biscuits, of course. There's the gravy. That's looking pretty good. Can't wait to throw down the biscuits and chow down. Coffee's still looking good. Weather's looking good. It's a nice park. We're state forest. And the horses are a little active this morning. They want to go riding. Well, guys, after my last little video there, I checked the radar and everything was falling apart, so I went around and did a little hike. Took some photos. A lot of different mushrooms here. Yeah, it would make sense with all the horse manure. Mushrooms love horse manure. But they're reforming. The storms are reforming, and I don't know if you can hear that. And not the guy with the hatchet over there. It's rumbling. So we'll deal with it. Make things interesting for sure. Okay, till later. Something happens, I'll check in. Hi guys. One thing before I do my normal little rant, I'll talk about safety a little bit. I'll let you know when I come out here, I always set up 2 chairs. I try to give the illusion that I'm not alone. Am I scared out here? Not at all. I'm more scared at home in the city than I am out here. But it gives the illusion that there's 2 people here. If there was somebody to come by and see that, they'd think a little bit differently than knowing that somebody was here alone. And most of my trips are alone. When I take the little Joey out, I'm usually out boondocking or dispersed camping somewhere where there's nobody. So, this gives the illusion that there's somebody. Or somebodies. Another thing I want to say is, always look above you. Right now I got blue sky above me, but if you're going to be in the woods, make sure there's no, what they call widow makers. Things are going to break off in a storm and fall on your tent, on your camper, on yourself. Always check. Always check for the widow makers. Make sure you're free and clear of that. Number 3 is, yeah, I go off on my own and I hike. I do photography. For those that didn't know that. And I go away, you know, where I'm out of cell signal and stuff like that. But I do carry a spot. And a spot is a handy little item. It's got an annual subscription rate of $150 if you're out often, or you can go monthly. There are other items out there. I'm not just trying to promote the spot, but this is what I own. I have 2 of them. You can get it on a monthly for, I don't know, $14.95 I think it is. You'd have to check the website, which is findmespot.com. This works off a satellite.
if something were to happen, I'd fall in a hole or break my leg or something, or I wasn't able to return to where I'm at, I could just push a button and it would tell search and rescue exactly where I'm at. So this is really an important part of gear. It's worth the extra money when you're out here, as often as I am, or there's people out here more often than I am that are using these. But like I said, there's Garmin InReach, there's Spot. These units can be bought for under $100 just for the unit, and then you pay for the subscription or you pay for the month. The Garmin version is a lot more expensive. It's more than 2.5 times the amount of this. You can find these used on eBay, and as long as you claim the IEM number like a cell phone, it's yours. You know, $39.95 brand new. This is an older version. They don't make it anymore, but it also has messages on it. I could send the wife, "I love you." Every time I push it, it says "I love you." This is just a handy piece of equipment to have, and it's well worth the money for that extra security. So it's something to think about. I'm not out here alone. I got stuff in the camper, you know, pepper spray, maybe weapons. I'm not going to say. But yeah, you have to be prepared, but you can't let it get to you. You're out here to have a good time and enjoy yourself. So I just thought I'd pass that word along. Thanks.
Hey guys, just me checking in again. I don't know if you can make it out in the video, but we got clearing coming our way. But the thunder continues to rock and roll. Don't get me wrong, I love a good thunderstorm. Not necessarily when I'm sitting outside underneath a bunch of trees, but I like a good thunderstorm. So we'll see if anything redevelops. Actually, it's been thundering the whole time, and now I'm recording and there's nothing. That's funny. I love Mother Nature. She does have a wicked sense of humor. I guess the people down the road here in their tent city don't seem to mind much. So I don't know if you can hear it, but there's some more thunder. You can probably hear them though. Alright, till later guys. Hey guys, it's been a good weekend. I like this park. You know, I'm usually camping around nobody, but I like this park. The horses were cool. There's a nice family camping over there. It offered me unlimited firewood I wanted, so I might take them up on that. This is something you haven't seen in a while. I have a fireball and the weekend. It was a good trip. This wasn't really any further than the usual places I go in the Allegheny National Forest. It's about the same distance. Might even be closer. So we're outside of Randolph, New York, close to Lake Chautauqua. So that's not far from the PA border. You know, northwest of the Allegheny Reservoir. I know some people call it the Kinzua Reservoir, but it's actually the Allegheny Reservoir with the Kinzua Dam. Yay. So there's some more fine weekends yet this year. Let's hope, right? That was good. Oh, before I forget, and I already did. I've got an IPA from Southern Tier Brewing. In case you don't know what Southern Tier is, it's the bottom half of New York that runs along PA. And this is called Lakeshore Fog, a hazy, juicy IPA. Now, I have never heard a beer described as juicy. Let's be clear on that. Yet. That's the first time. Another thing I want to talk about was, if you remember back in my video in May, I talked about a guy I follow on YouTube, and I have, and he's a smart guy. I'll call him Mr. Chautauqua. He's always crying about not having anybody to go camping with. Then he's crying about, okay, if you come up to me, I'll go camping with you. So
So I at that time had offered him to join me 4 times down where I normally go, and I think that was out of his comfort zone. So this time I'm up here, and this is the place he frequents. So I offered again for him to join me. Steak dinner. I'll cook. I'll supply. Again, no word. Not a thank you, no thank you, not a maybe next time, not a my sister's pregnant and having a baby, whatever. You know, whatever the situation is, at least have the decency to acknowledge somebody invited you to do something and you don't want to go. But just to blow people off continuously now, after all the stories I've heard from him and the number of times I've invited him, I start feeling like he's just blowing smoke. Okay. Up my butt, and everybody else that follows him and watches him. Now, he makes his living off YouTube. I get that. That's his job. And I have nothing against that. More power to him. If it's working for him, that's good. But when you reach out to people and you ask them to join you, and they offer, yeah, you should at least say something. Good, bad, indifferent. Say something. Am I torn up by it? No. And this is just people. People are different, and it is what it is. But it's still not right. I mean, it's like you get that invitation to a wedding in the mail and they want you to RSVP and you don't. Well, do the people that sent the invitation know that you got it? Are they planning for you to come even though you didn't reply? I did. I got a steak in my refrigerator over there. And I'm going to enjoy it this week after work. You know, it is what it is. And I hate saying that because it's like one of my least favorite things, but I continuously use it and the wife hits me over the head over it. But anyways, we're up here, Pineapple Junction, Pine Hill State Forest in New York, outside of Randolph, New York. It's a nice place. There's no power, there's no water, no electric, no bathrooms. You come prepared. Bring your own bathroom, you bring your own water. I always bring 12 gallons of water. I bring my porta potty with the tent. I bring my generator. I have power. I can survive out here. And that's why I'm normally by myself somewhere way off in the woods where there's nobody. You don't see anybody all weekend, which I normally prefer, but this was good. There was a guy 2 sites over. Excuse me. There was a guy 2 sites over that had come over last night and I gave him a beer. And we chatted. He was pretty like-minded. He had a couple horses out here. They woke me at 5, but I was like beyond my normal time of getting up, so you know I got up. And he left today and came over and said goodbye. He was a really decent fellow. But most of the horse people I have not seen other than that one family that's camping. You might hear their dogs barking in the background. All these horse people have specialized trailers. They're campers / horse trailers. And have not seen many of them. I've seen people riding through, because the trail rides through here. We're up here on top of a hill. Obviously, it's called Pine Hill. It's a nice place. I will probably come back here again, but I will not invite Mr. Chautauqua. I'm done with that. I'm trying to be a nice guy. I'm not really, you know, I've had difference of opinion on some things with him, and I've let him know, but I'm not doing it to belittle him or anything else. I like the guy. He's got great ideas. He's smart. His fishing tips are great. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, it's disappointing. You know, if he takes me the wrong way, I'm sorry. But I'm not trying to be a dick, and I know he's not trying to be a dick. So, it is what it is. There we go again with that. But back to the park. You got like 1.5 miles of dirt road after the paved road ends to get in here. This is wild forest. There are bear here. I've had 2 trail cameras set up overnight. Nothing disturbed my garbage again. There were plenty of owls, even during the day. This is just a really nice park. I mean, I should just say state forest. I mean, this is New York. We lived up here for a while, and they do take care of their public lands. very well. And somebody's loading up horses if you can't hear that. A lot of trails here. A lot of horse trails, a lot of mountain bike trails. The dude I showed earlier in the video that took off down the trail on his electric mountain bike, I've not yet seen him return. So I don't know if he just made a big circle somewhere, if he was camping up here, or what the deal was, but haven't seen him. One thing I can say is the mosquitoes are pretty nasty out here. So you better bring spray if you do visit. Again, this is Pineapple Junction outside of Randolph, New York. Just south of Randolph, New York, down some roads. Close to the Allegheny Reservoir in the northwest corner. Right after it turns in from a river to the reservoir is just like where this place at. And then there's another state park a little closer to the reservoir, and a little closer to PA. You can ride there, you can hike there. The trail. Hey gang, it's me again. Imagine that. Well, I'm sitting here laughing to myself over this. I never did give you a review of the taste of this beer. The Southern Tier Lakeshore Fog Hazy Juicy IPA, the beer that's juicy. It's really pretty good. It's extra hoppy, but it's good. It's smooth and sweet. So, there's my review. I didn't mean to leave that out. I know I rambled on a bit. But that's me when I get a little upset. So, that was actually nice and didn't cuss. Be grateful. God bless. See you guys later. Hey guys. Hey guys. Before I get into my trip review, I just want to talk about dinner for a minute. I know I've been planning on making rice and shrimp, but between the thunderstorms, I sat out here and watched a movie and I ate the shrimp. So, sorry. I'll do that next time, but you've seen me do it before. No big loss. Just want to explain why you're not going to see a dinner video, because I already ate it. And there you have it. I'm just a chubby old man that ate too many cheeseburgers. What are you going to do? Alright guys, there was another one in the books. Good time, good weekend, good food, good drink. Nice place to camp. Can't complain. But it's time to hit the road and get back home. Plan the next one. Thanks for joining me. Hope you come along next time as well.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back